In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add a confirmation screen after a user has submitted a form. And that obviously is useful in a ton of scenarios where you just want to, show the user the data that they've entered, just so they're aware that everything has been submitted. And we have a couple of options to do this. One of them is very straightforward, can be set up in literally in seconds, um, but is also a little bit limited in terms of what you can and cannot do. But if you need more control over what exactly is shown, then we have another option as well. And I'm going to go through both of them in this video. So let's just say we have this registration form here. Um, and we have our users fill in their data and say, hey, I'm attending, and then they can select what food they would like, and then they hit submit. And by default, they're just going to get this success message at the end that just says form submitted successfully. And then that's it. But we can change this behavior. So if we go into our configuration for the form, we can go to submission actions, and I mean, for starters, we can customize the message that is shown, but we can also use this functionality here, which is called show read-only version of record after submission. And if we just enable that and then go back to create another record, let's say John Doe is also attending, wants fish. So if I now submit this, it's going to present basically an exact copy of that form, but with all the fields set to read only. So you can see like I cannot edit any of this. It's just text. So it's just displaying what's in the record without any option to change it. But as you can see, it's also going to show like any kind of descriptions that you have. Like for example, this text here um, is always going to show up. It's always going to be the same general form, just with the field set to read only. So if you wanted to change this, for example, or if you wanted to maybe include other instructions, or maybe in your main form you have a lot of instructions of how to fill something out, and maybe you want to get rid of that for the confirmation, then there is another option. And I'm going to show you that now. So in order to do this, let's just disable this option now. Um, First of all, you would set up your normal form, um, and then once you're done with it, once it's basically all set, you can simply go to options and then duplicate that form. So now you have an exact copy of it, but but now we're going to use this basically as our confirmation. So let's just rename this and say, uh, let's just say registration confirmation. And you could customize which fields are shown here. You can even remove fields that you don't want in there, or you can add other ones. You have full control over what's shown. But what's important is that you set everything to read only, because obviously you don't want people to then edit. Well, unless you do, but in this scenario, we're just talking about a confirmation. Um, so you're going to want to set everything read-only, and the easiest way is to just click on the bulk actions button here and just make all read-only and then confirm. So now all the fields here are read-only. And then we can also go in here, for example, in the header, and we can change the title and maybe just say thank you, and then maybe change the description to, I don't know, we're looking forward to seeing you. And then, you can add more, like maybe like here's a copy of your submission, or actually, yeah, we can also add just your registration has been submitted successfully. Something like that. Um, as I said, you have full control over this. You can do all the formatting and all of that. And we'll just stick to this basic example for now. Okay, so we're just going to leave this at that for now. And then in order to link the two together, we need to get the edit formula for this confirmation form. So to get this, we go to open form and then edit records. And then we need this formula here. So we just click on the copy button to copy it. And then we need to go to Airtable. So this is the table I'm using for this. You can see the two records that I just submitted to demonstrate this. And then we add a new formula field where we just paste in the formula we just copied. And maybe we call this confirmation link and hit create field. So now what this does is it generates a unique link for each record in this table that links to that confirmation form that we've created. So if I click on this, it's going to show me that record on that new form. So you can see like it's showing me this now. So it's saying, thank you, submission has been successful, blah, blah. So basically we're going to use this as a redirect after the original form. So the original form gets submitted and then we get redirected to this, which is then serving as our confirmation. So how do we do that? It's pretty straightforward. We just go to our main forms configuration page, which is this one. And then we go to the submission actions again. And now this time we're going to set it to redirect to URL or Airtable field. You could also set it to success message and redirect. But in this case, it's probably easier to just have like a success message within the form itself, if that makes sense. And then we need to set the redirect URL type to Airtable field. And then we set the field to the confirmation link field that we just created. So what this is going to do is after the submission, it's going to redirect to whatever is in this field. We can also set a redirect delay if we wanted. We can set it to 0 and then there's no delay at all. So now this is already set up. If we go to create a new record again, we can set up a new user, I don't know, Mary, and say she's attending and wants chicken. And now if I submit this, it's going to immediately redirect me to that second form that shows the confirmation as we've set it up. And again, you have full control over what's showing here. And you could even do conditional logic within that formula field that we're using. So this one here, where, for example, if somebody's attending, they get one link, but if they're not attending, they get redirected to another page or another form that just says like, oh, sorry, you can't make it or whatever. There's a lot of possibilities with this. So this is just a basic example of how you can do this. But yeah, there's a lot of options. So if you have any questions about any of this or need any help in setting this up, feel free to reach out to us and we'd be happy to assist you.